Welcome to 5-Star Marine and this short video on the RYA Sea Survival course. The RYA Sea Survival course is designed for all small craft users. The importance of having the knowledge to survive if you end up in an emergency situation at sea is crucial. It's a well-proven fact that people with appropriate training are more likely to survive. Life rafts, the equipment they contain and survival techniques form the central part of the Sea Survival course. You'll be taught how to launch rafts, and here we have one being launched in the pool. You'll notice how quickly it actually launches. We always advise that it's much better to get into the life raft while still aboard the ship, so you tend to want to step up into the life raft, never down into it. The thought of actually getting into a life raft through being cold and damp is bad enough, but if you have to be in it for some time, much better to be comfortable than wet and soggy. After launching the life raft, you'll also have the initial and subsequent actions in a raft and receive some sound advice on long-term survival. Other topics include the design of life jackets, hypothermia and search and rescue techniques. The Sea Survival course starts off in a classroom but then goes on to a 2-hour practical session, which is what you're watching here, in a pool. Students are encouraged to bring their own wet weather gear and life jacket in order to experience firsthand the problems of entering and assisting the entrance of others into an inflated and uncooperative life raft whilst fully kitted out. The instructor here makes it look quite easy, but I can assure you that by the time you actually get your feet into the ladder underneath and push on it and it swings under, it's not quite as easy as it appears. Very often we would ask that the strongest and heaviest person gets into the raft first. This exercise is designed to show how water splashing into the face, and here the students have been asked to hold their hands over their nose and mouth while being splashed. It's a natural fact that the body will turn and face into the waves and wind when inflated in a life jacket, and it's very difficult to hold your breath for any length of time at all, and we always suggest that a spray hood is carried for use on the life jacket, and this will make life a lot more comfortable for you. Remember that there is such a thing as secondary drowning. Here the instructor is demonstrating how to right the life raft when it goes out and turns upside down. And very thoughtfully the manufacturers put hand grips underneath so that you can turn the raft the right way up. And now it's time for the students to have a go. Well, you'll see that actually once you master the technique, it's quite easy. This is a 6-man life raft, so it does tend to go over a lot easier than, say, a 10-man raft. It's a view from the raft from under the water. Really, of course, you'd like to try and have the wind help you with the righting of the life raft. This exercise is designed to get people together so that you don't drift apart, and it's called the crocodile. And effectively what happens is that the team of people in the water wrap their legs round one another and using a backstroke can move through the water together as a group towards the life raft should they get separated. In this particular instance, the two teams were having a race. At the end of the course, all the students are split into two groups, and there were 10 in this group, and the life raft is inverted and the other students have to get in while the balance are then trying to simulate as much as possible rough water by splashing them as hard as they can. This is always a very amusing part of the course, and as you can hear leads to a great deal of shouting. We've got the instructor blowing a whistle, the lights have been turned down, we've got hoses and water buckets and all sorts of things to try and splash as much as possible. The Sea Survival course is not only instructive, but it's also a great deal of fun. The Sea Survival qualification is an essential part of the RYA ISAF offshore safety course and is also required for those seeking commercial endorsements at Advanced Powerboat, Coastal Skipper or Yachtmaster Certificate of Competence qualification. As more and more people start going further, and motorboats in particular start carrying life rafts, 5-Star Marine is actually going to offer a family sea survival course, rather than just being aimed at racing sailors, but to help the family understand what would happen and how to cope with a life raft and emergency situation. For more details, do contact us, and thank you for watching this short video.